It's time for Friday Night Football on Ticket TV. Friday Night Football is presented by First National Bank. Dream first because you can. And by Quirk Auto Group. It's your car. Find it at quirkauto.com. Friday Night Football is brought to you by Bangor Heat Pump, Coastal Auto Parts, Truergy Orchards, Bangor Frameworks, Dean's Detailing, Sports Clips, Greenway Equipment Sales, Spotlight Cinemas, Tradewinds Markets, United Technology Center, Northeast Driving School, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Old Town Recreation Center, and Danforth Supermarket. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV is a production of Maine sports leader 92.9 The Ticket.
On the campus of Husson University. Welcome to Friday Night Football here on Ticket TV. Friday Night Football brought to you by Quirk Auto Group. It's your car. Find it at quirkauto.com. Tonight, a matchup between the Oceanside Mariners and the John Bapst Crusaders. It's a Class C North quarterfinal. I'm Jim Churchill along with Dale Duff. Dale, good evening to you.
Great to be here.
And
windy Winkin Complex.
A little shock to the system here. It is a chilly night here in Bangor, but we're looking forward to this quarterfinal matchup between the Mariners and the Crusaders. Dale, let's start with the Mariners. Oceanside High School down in Rockland, 4-4 coming into this one, coming off a loss last week.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened. Madomic Valley kind of took them to the woodshed, forced them to have to travel tonight up here. They ended up as the 6th seed with a 4-4 record. They did not play Bapst during the regular season. They've got a good senior quarterback in Carl Ilvenen. Does a lot of things. He'll take off and run the ball as well. Aiden Monroe is a junior runner. He also does a lot of work in the passing department. Got a big fullback as well, Matt Spear. He'll kind of lead the way in the run game.
And a nice year for the John Bapst Crusaders. They come in with a record of 6-2, the number 3 seed.
Yeah, and they've had a great year, 6-2 as you say, and they've won their last 4 games in a row, albeit it's close at times. I think they won back-to-back with 7-6 score wins, and it's one of their best seasons in a long time. They've got a nice quarterback, a senior quarterback, just like Oceanside does, Wilson Higgins. He has thrown 16 touchdown passes, so they can do that. They're kind of a triple option. They've got kind of a 3-headed run game, and so they like to mix it up, and let's see how the wind factors in here in anybody's passing game tonight.
Yeah, should be interesting. All right, John Bapst and Oceanside coming up next. Friday Night Football presented by First National Bank. Dream first because you can. We'll have more of the Sport Clips pregame show coming up next. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Be courageous. Be optimistic. Be involved. Our best days are ahead. Dream first, because you can. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Come experience a real farming adventure at Truergy Family Orchards. Voted one of America's best corn mazes, it's good old-fashioned fun for all ages. Open now until November. Come on out today and see if you can make it through. Truergy Family Orchards. Come gather beautifully.
Bangor Frameworks has offered custom framing for your paintings, photographs, and prints since 1989. Bangor Frameworks will frame and mat your sports memorabilia, and they even do shadow box framing for your favorite jerseys. At Bangor Frameworks, they take great pride in their superior workmanship, from the highest quality materials to the construction of the frame to the precise installation of your finished piece. Your favorite art and your special memories deserve the best. Visit Bangor Frameworks at bangorframeworks.com or stop by at 175 Exchange Street in Bangor. Spotlight Cinemas is the place for great entertainment and exceptional value. Spotlight Cinemas features low concession prices, 7 all-digital screens, and stadium-style seating. Spotlight Cinemas, 6 Stillwater Avenue in Orono, your hometown movie theater.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome back to the Winkin Complex here on the campus of Husson University. Friday night football here tonight under the lights. Chilly night in Bangor. It is the Oceanside Mariners taking on the John Bapst Crusaders in this quarterfinal game. Let's hear from the coaches now. Prior to the game, my broadcast partner Dale Duff had a chance to talk with Wes Drinkwater, the head man for the Mariners.
Coach, what about playing the Crusaders tonight?
Looking for a good game. I like that triple option they run. It presents a different challenge than we've seen this year, and it's going to be fun to see how we play against it.
And tell us about your team.
We're pretty quick. We try to be physical up front. We try to mix it up on both sides of the ball, show different fronts, and we've had an up and down season, but hopefully today we come out and give them a good game.
I asked Coach O'Connell this, the wind factor. What do you think?
It won't really affect my game plan on offense, but I actually like it because on defense it kind of lets me think about concentrating more on their run game than worrying about getting beat on a long ball with the wind swirling down here and stuff.
Good luck tonight.
Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Good. Coach, talk to me about playing Oceanside tonight.
Well, they're certainly well coached. They're physical. They have a lot of weapons. They play fast, and they like to pound the rock. So we're going to have to be stout against the run, make their quarterback throw when he has to, not when he wants to, be sound in our coverage game, and then on offense we've got to take care of the ball. When we have taken care of the ball, we've scored in bunches, and it's been a serious detriment when we haven't. So we want to make sure we take care of the football, play hard for 4 quarters, and go toe-to-toe with a good Oceanside team and hopefully have a great playoff game.
Quick question about the weather. I mean, the wind is howling pretty good here. What effect?
Well, hopefully none, but you hope punt game, kick game, that it stays out of it. But, weather in central Maine in November is unreliable at best, and so we knew it could be a factor. We've got to play our game and make sure we execute the best we can despite conditions. We're very lucky to have Husson University and a beautiful turf surface to play the game tonight, so we'll take the good with the bad and be excited that we have this opportunity.
Good luck tonight.
Appreciate that, Dale. Thank you.
Dale Duff in his pregame chats with the head coaches here tonight. First Coach Drinkwater of the Mariners, and then Dan O'Connell, longtime coach for the John Bapst Crusaders. That's going to do it for the Sport Clips pregame show. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the opening kickoff next on Friday Night Football from Ticket TV.
Save big on your heating and cooling costs now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified technicians. Get a free quote from Bangor Heat Pump. Call 659-8193. That's 659-8193. Visit BangorHeatPump.com and like us on Facebook.
Want to save money?
Come see us
at Bangor Heat Pump.
Back here at the Winkin Complex, just both set for the opening kickoff, and we'll turn it over to Dale Duff.
All right, thanks, everybody. Welcome aboard, and welcome to the postseason in high school football here in the state of Maine. This Class C quarterfinal. John Bapst, the number 3 seed in their home purple uniforms, and Oceanside, the Mariners, made up of former Rockland High School and I lost the other name. Georges Valley High School. And they are now the Oceanside Mariners. And now here's Dylan O'Reilly on the opening kick return. And he's going to get it up to about the 32, 33 yard line. And that's where Coach Wes Drinkwater's Oceanside Mariners here will go to work. This field, by the way, very familiar to Coach Drinkwater. He played for 3 years. I think he said the second year when they brought football back. 2004, I think it was, he said. Played for Coach Gabby Price for 3 years here at Husson. All right, the quarterback, Ilvanen, will hand off, and it's a good break over the middle, and it's up to the 45-yard line, and that's Aiden Monroe.
Yeah, nice little hole there, and Monroe seized upon that opportunity, shot through that hole, and first down right out of the gate here for the Mariners.
Actually, was that 33? Boy, I'll tell you, those light blue numbers are tough to see. That may have been the fullback, Matt Spear. Either 23 or 33. It's good for a first down from the 45. There's Monroe. He fumbles the ball and tries to get on it again, fumbles it again, and now on that far side, John Bapst has it. Now, how about that play?
Yeah, you'll see another good hole here for Aiden Monroe. That was him on the previous carry, this time working the right side. Busted open, lost control there. I don't know if a John Bapst Crusader got their hand in it. Then he was ready to fall on it, but it squirted away, and there, the opportunistic John Bapst Crusaders' first turnover of the ball game. That was going to be another first down, or at least close to it, after the second attempt at picking up the football.
And so, John Bapst offense comes on the field with quarterback Wilson Higgins, the senior, sends the man in motion. He's going to keep, now he's going to pitch. And it's a pretty good pitch up to number 22, and that's going to be Quinn Mitchell. And he's got some good yardage, about 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, Crusaders looking to take advantage of that turnover. Solid gain on first down. Now they're on the Oceanside side of the 50. We saw the Crusaders here earlier this season, Duffer taking on the Waterville Purple Panthers. Come from behind win for Dan O'Connell's crew.
Yeah, good ball game there. I remember Waterville marching down the field on their first possession and scoring, and you went, uh-oh. And then it was pretty much all Bapst. The handoff goes to Colby Brown, and there's no yardage gain there. Stopped dead in his tracks, maybe even lost a yard. They're going to spot it down at the 50-yard line. Look at that quick hitter.
Yeah, good penetration there by the Mariners.
Almost looked like the handoff was not quite smooth. Took maybe a half a second and allowed the defense to come in.
when Oceanside decided to do light blue on white uniform stuff, they did not consult with us.
All right. Fake the handoff. Higgins will keep. He's got a first down near the 40-yard line. That's the double-edged sword there of Higgins, who can pass for 16 touchdowns, but he's also rushed for 5 touchdowns. He has over 100 yards rushing on the regular season. So he's kind of a dual threat. They got a lot of options. That's the one thing, and Coach Drinkwater said in the pregame that kind of the triple option effect can be tough to read. He said they hadn't played anybody during the course of the year that ran this type of offense.
Yeah, and expect the teams heading in this direction, the direction John Bapst is going in now, to maybe run the football a little bit more than they would maybe like to.
This is Max Chadwick on this carry, and he's got nothing there. Gets just inside the 40-yard line. And this is going to maybe give him a couple of yards. And spotted at the 40-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 8 here for the John Bapst Crusaders. Trying to take advantage of a fumble by the Mariners on their opening possession. Winner of this game, of course, will go play the winner of MCI and Old Town that's going on tonight. This carry is by Brown, and he'll get 2 or 3 yards on this little run play that goes to the right.
Yeah, senior Colby Brown powering his way forward, picks up a few, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 5 now for John Bapst.
Brown comes into the game with 407 yards. Chadwick, 561. And Landon St. Peter, 279. Higgins carries for over 100. And they also have Quinn Mitchell in there as well. So they've got some balance. All right, this time it's a handoff. It'll go to Brown up over the middle, and he's got first down yardage. And he's not roped down until he gets to the 30.
Yeah, again, good work. That handoff was not the smoothest thing, not a work of art there by the Crusaders, but once Brown got his hands wrapped around that football, he knew what to do with it. And the Crusaders, another first down.
Kind of probing left and right, and maybe up the middle, and then go left and right again. And it's a good steady move down the field for the Crusaders.
9 yards on 3 carries to this point for Colby Brown.
And now flags go down. I wonder if they took too much time. Can't be, though. The referee comes in from the side, so got to be some sort of a movement.
Flags from both sides.
Neutral zone. That's offsides against Oceanside. So that's 5 free yards for the John Bapst team, and they'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Landon St. Peter and Derek Long checking in for the Crusaders after they get the 5-yard penalty.
All right, Wilson brings them to the line of scrimmage, and he'll fake one handoff. Now the ball is loose, and the Oceanside Mariners fall on it. That was Quinn Mitchell, number 22, it was, who I don't think he ever really had a true handle on the ball. Let's see here on the replay. Yeah, he never had that in the breadbasket.
Yeah, may have taken his eye off the ball, looking upfield, trying to see where the defense was coming from. And so a turnover for each side now. Bapst denied on their first possession, and now the Mariners get another shot.
Oceanside will say justice prevails because it was Aiden Monroe who jumped on the fumble. He's the guy that fumbled for the Mariners. He's got the ball this time, and he's going nowhere. Swarmed on by the defense. Garrett Curlin, one of the early guys in there for the Crusaders. He'll lose a half a yard there.
Now that was number 42, Dale. It as Zeke Miller. As we'll Take a look at it on replay. That's 42, the deep back there for the Mariners. So no gain on that first down play.
By the way, Zeke Miller's just a freshman player. And now he'll take it again. Try to get to the outside. Nothing doing there.
Yeah, just a freshman, but clearly Coach Drinkwater has a lot of faith in the young running back.
You know what? I wonder, he's got the fullback, Matt Spear, 33. Okay, now Monroe comes back in. I wonder if he had hurt himself or something maybe on that fumble recovery or something there. But he's back in that lineup now.
You know, these coaches are about turnovers now.
Yeah.
Belichick, he'll take them out of there.
There you go. And never come back. But Coach Drinkwater has him split out to the near side, wants to throw, and it is incomplete.
Yeah, nice coverage there by number 22, Quinn Mitchell. Right there to knock that pass away. A little quick slant pattern there by the Mariners. So they're going to have to punt it away.
O'Reilly is back to punt it away. Now, as we look at the field, now they got to call timeout. Yeah, they've got to take a timeout here, and I think maybe, well, I'm not sure who took the timeout, but
I thought I saw the official, Jeff Mertzel, point to John Bapst. We'll take the opportunity to take a break right here. No score, early going. Class C North quarterfinal, Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Connect. Inspire. Give. Share. Dream first. Because you can. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, back here at the Winkin Complex on the Husson campus. We are getting ready for our first punt. Now O'Reilly here for Oceanside will have a big-time wind at his back. And he puts it up into that wind, and it takes off. And the Bapst Crusaders will do a little bit of a reverse, and it turns into some pretty good yardage. Rhett McDonald will take that handoff, and he'll get it up over the 40-yard line.
Yeah, pretty good kick right there by the Mariners. And you see right there, Landon St. Peter with the handoff. Mariners had one shot right there to take McDonald down, but he broke that tackle, and then pretty good tackle right there by the Mariners to contain McDonald.
Something tells me it's not going to take a lot of points to win here tonight because of the elements. That wind is tough. I mean, we think it's cold and windy up here. When we were down on the field before the game, it's unbelievable. All right, here's a pitch to Max Chadwick. He gets to the outside, gets over the 50-yard line, and gets a first down for the Crusaders.
Yeah, Crusaders doing a nice job sealing off that left side. All kinds of running room there for Chadwick. Finally puts the brakes on, cuts it back a little bit, leans forward for an extra 2. And that's going to be a 12-yard pickup there for Chadwick.
He is their leading rusher in terms of yardage with that 561 coming into the game. So a fresh set of downs here for the Crusaders. They were marching down the field before the fumble in the last possession. Handoff, no, going to keep it. Now he's going to pitch, and he's going to pitch it to Mitchell, and he'll get some good yardage on first down.
Yeah, we'll take another look here. Mitchell in motion. They fake the inside handoff. Higgins pulls it back, and on the option play, gets it back to to Mitchell, and he powers his way forward. 6-yard pickup on first down. He's got 12 yards on a couple of carries so far.
He came into the game with 161 yards, so I'm counting 5 different runners, including the quarterback, Higgins, who have over 100 yards rushing on the season. And this time it'll go to Brown, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Just nothing there given up by the Mariner defense. And it'll be a third down call here for Coach O'Connell and company.
Yeah, wall of Mariners meeting Colby Brown near the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a half a yard, so it's going to be third down, relatively short here for the Crusaders.
Dan O'Connell, the Bapst head coach, in a golf shirt, short sleeves. Coach Drinkwater in shorts across the way. You can kind of see him in the background there, the guy in shorts. That's Coach Drinkwater. All right, here we go with a carry. That's going to be Chadwick, and he's going to get close to the first down marker. It'll all depend on the spot here.
Who says football coaches are crazy? They're trying to one-up each other. Short sleeves and shorts on this night that's going to get down around 30.
I think there's some superstition involved in all of that somehow, some way. It is a first down. They have eyed it, and they say move the chains.
Well,
and
wait a minute. Thought they were telling, yep, there they go.
I thought maybe they were just stuck. The wind wouldn't let them go forward or something over on the far side.
Tell you what, Dale, I was worried about you down there on the field doing those pregame interviews. These two teams coming on the field, both charged up and chanting, and kind of met each other at the gate over there.
Pitch play to Chadwick, and he can't get the corner. Good defensive play there. That's number 10, Jacob Carroll, just a sophomore, who blew up that play in the backfield.
Yeah, this time the Crusaders don't get that edge sealed off, and a lot of penetration once again, and an outstanding play there, and a significant loss for John Bapst.
It's going to be all the way back to the 45-yard line.
Chadwick had 14 yards before that play. Now he's got 6 after the loss.
So, second down, let's call it 18 yards to go. Fake a handoff. Now he will give it to Brown, and there's nothing there. And that is going to be Spear in on the tackle.
Yeah,
Matt Spear, just a junior. By the way, a lot of juniors on this Oceanside team.
Yeah, just kind of even the handoff just took a lot of time there, and once Brown got the handoff, he was met by a Mariner and another loss, that one for 1 yard.
And meanwhile, the clock in the first quarter here continues to tick down to the 2-minute mark.
Kind of had an inkling when we got here, and as we got closer to game time with the conditions, the cool temperatures, and a wind chill here tonight with the gusty breeze, that rushing the football would be at a premium here tonight.
Timeout is called here. I wonder if they take the timeout here. Well, I was going to say, if they have to punt, you don't want to punt into the wind, but I would say they maybe just didn't have the right personnel out there. So 2 charged timeouts here in the first quarter to John Bapst in a scoreless quarterfinal game. While we have a moment in Class C, let me just tell you, Herman and Belfast, by the way, the word on that is that they're going to play that game tomorrow night out at Herman. The field apparently is going to be okay to play, is what I understand. So Belfast at Herman tomorrow night. Old Town is at Pittsfield tonight at MCI, and Madomic Valley will be at Winslow tomorrow afternoon. One thing I thought is, I knew it was going to get colder here as this day and night. I thought the wind was supposed to die down.
Well, we heard that rumor earlier, but has not materialized to this point. Yeah, later tonight, like well after we're done here.
All right, so out of the timeout, it is a third down call here for John Bapst. Third down and 19 with the ball at the 46 of Oceanside. Wilson Higgins wants to throw, now rolls, he will throw, and he's got an open man, and it is caught. How about that play out there? That is going to be Garrett Curlin, number 42.
All for naught, Duffer.
and it's all coming back.
Holding call. Excellent pass, throwing across his body. Higgins downfield. But that big play is negated by the holding penalty. See that flag come in from the referee in the backfield. It's almost guaranteed to be a hold.
Tell you what, that was a pretty good throw into the wind and a bit off balance, if you will, kind of rolling to his right, kind of had to turn to get the front shoulder ahead there. That was a pretty good throw. But, oh man, it is now going to be 3rd down and Glenburn.
Yeah.
34 yards to gain. Wow. We're going to mark it down at just about the 39-yard line. So 3rd down and 34 for the Crusaders.
Couple of backwards play and then a big penalty.
And now another flag comes out. The play continues. The pass is complete. It goes to St. Peter. He picks his way back into Oceanside territory. Goes down near the 40-yard line. But I think it's going to come back again. There is a flag down, and it is in the Crusader backfield.
Jeff Mertzel, the referee here tonight, chatting things over with Carl Ilvenen. Get some fans here from the Oceanside side of the ledger here tonight. They wanted to make sure we got that pronunciation correct.
They're going to decline the penalty. Oh, no, wait a minute. Illegal shift. So it's a 5-yard penalty. And we'll make it now. They'll play that down over again, 3rd down over again. And this time it's 3rd down and 39. My heavens. Against the wind, as Bob Seger would say.
You're stuck on that Seger song.
Higgins over the middle has it picked off. Stepping in is Carl Ilvenen, the quarterback DB. And he picks it off near midfield. And it's another turnover here in this first quarter.
Yeah, that's turnover number 3 in the first quarter. A couple for the Crusaders. Higgins throwing that one into traffic against the wind. And Oceanside will take over. They'll have excellent field position, trying to break through. 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
So they'll spot Ilvenen down at the 48-yard line, his own 48. And he's got 50 seconds of wind to work with here at his back. And he's in shotgun. And he's going to run. Get to the outside. Can he turn it? Yes. And he's got some running room inside the 45, and then finally brought down on that far sideline at about the 44. That's a good gain on first down of about 8 yards.
Yeah, a couple of veers there by the Oceanside quarterback. Started to cut it up the middle initially, but then bounced it out to the right side, and it took about 3 Crusaders to bring the Oceanside quarterback down to the turf.
16 seconds and counting. This is likely the final play here of the quarter, first quarter. And it is a handoff up the gut. And, oh, man, a big collision. And looks like they may have enough for first down. Was that Spear, the big fullback?
It's going to do it for the first quarter. A big hit there by Spencer Tomlinson.
And so the first quarter comes to an end, and there is no score in the wind and the cold. No score. Bapst and Oceanside. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Welcome to the Danforth Plaza, located in the town of Herman, one of the fastest growing communities in Maine. The Danforth Plaza is convenient, friendly, and has everything you'll need in one location. So the next time you're in Herman, visit Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, your local family-owned and operated grocery store with an impressive fresh food department. Danforth Supermarket also offers a huge selection of local wines, fresh meats, seafood, and more. If it's on your list, it's on our shelves. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, located in the Danforth's Plaza, Herman.
Be courageous. Be optimistic. Be involved. Our best days are ahead. Dream first. Because you can.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back here to the Winkin Complex. Dale Duff, Jim Churchill with you here, and it is second quarter time. There is no score between Oceanside and John Bapst. Bapst, the 3 seed, Oceanside, the 6 seed, and here we go. That last play before the quarter break was short of the first down. So it's third down and about 2 feet to go here for the Mariners. Up under center is Ilvanen. Will he quarterback keep? Yes, he will. And the ball, I think, may have gotten loose.
It did.
And let's see. They say it is Mariner ball.
I think he got the first down, though. He muffed the handoff just a little bit there, but the ball dropping underneath the center and then diving under to get on top of the football was Ilvanen.
And they're going to bring in the chains here and
well, no,
check it out.
He does not have it, I don't think, with the spot. No.
I'm not sure he gained anything.
No, they have lost 6 inches on that play.
So, fourth down, and this is interesting. Do you go ahead? You know, if you try to punt the ball, you're punting into the wind. If you go for it, you don't make it. You give Bapst pretty good starting position.
Well, we have a second here, Duffer. Why don't we take a look at the Oceanside program history? Never played in a state championship game, a regional final, trying to get there this year. Faced Herman in the Class C quarterfinals each of the last 2 seasons, but this year it's the John Bapst Crusaders.
All right, they will go for it here. 4th and inches. Ilvanen up under center. The center is Logan Jones, and now a whistle and timeout taken by Coach Drinkwater. And I wonder if he's changed his mind as to what he wants to do. We've got a timeout on the field. This is Ticket TV.
Come experience a real farming adventure at Truergy Family Orchards. Voted one of America's best corn mazes, it's good old-fashioned fun for all ages. Open now until November. Come on out today and see if you can make it through. Truergy Family Orchards. Come gather beautifully.
Old Town Rec Center is where recreation, education, and community come together. Located at 342 Bennick Road in Old Town, the Old Town Rec Center offers preschool programs like Kicking Stars Soccer, youth programs including flag football and fall baseball, and an after-school enrichment program for grades K through 8. Whether it's healthy hometown activities or simply a quiet place to get help with homework, the experienced staff at Old Town Rec delivers safety and encouragement at every turn. Call 827-3961 or visit them at oldtownrec.com.
Back at the Winkin Complex, Friday Night Football presented by First National Bank. Dream first because you can. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And out of the timeout, here comes the offense of Oceanside again. It's 4th down and inches. Ilvanen this time will hand off, and it's Monroe, and I don't think he got it.
I think the ball may have come loose too, Dale. Either way, I'm not sure. I don't think he was going to have it anyway, but he lost control of the football. Oh, wait a minute. Did Oceanside pick it up?
Well, each side is kind of pointing in the direction that they got it.
And now
But
number 31 there for Oceanside.
Clearly it's Oceanside's ball because they're going to mark for another time here. Okay, they did fumble apparently and recovered by Oceanside, but is it enough to move the chains?
Gonna be short.
I think it's just about the same distance. They may have gained an inch or two, but that's about it.
A lot of work.
It's the darndest thing, isn't it?
Well, a couple times they tried to fumble for a first down. That wasn't successful.
Boy, one touchdown or so is going to look mighty big to somebody here tonight, I think. Scoreless as we play early in the second quarter. And Wilson Higgins and company come out to go to work. Devin Crowley is the center. Jeremy Kuhn, Jake Chapman, the guards. Josh Bragg, Connor Young are the tackles. And the handoff goes to Brown. Gets to the outside. He's got running room. He's got a first down. And finally roped down inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Brown was going to be taken down for a loss here. Again, tough to pick up those numbers. Looks like number 58 maybe. And just kind of tried to spin him down to the ground, but Brown stayed on his feet, picked up the first down, and got a good hit in there at the end. So first down for the Crusaders.
And they're going to spot it at the 38-yard line. And here come the Crusaders again on offense. Send one in motion. They'll hand off to Brown. Up the gut he goes inside the 30-yard line. That's a good run on first down for the Crusaders. Colby Brown does the work. Fact is, he's going to gain about 8 yards. Look at that play up the gut. And he just would not go down. He had one Mariner player kind of riding him the last 4 or 5 yards of that play. So second down now and 2 to go for the Crusaders, trying to get on the board first here in this playoff game. Higgins, 3 guys in the backfield. They will hand this time. It'll be off to Quinn Mitchell. And he's got a first down and more. He's inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Mitchell, a 6-yard pickup there. 18 yards on 3 carries for Mitchell. Brown leading the way with 36 yards on 6 carries.
And keep in mind, this quarter, the wind is at the back of Wilson Higgins. So if they do decide to they feel like too many men in the box and they send out a pass, he's got the wind behind him. But he's going to keep, now he's going to pitch, and they're going to be in trouble. And the pitch goes to Chadwick, and he's down back at the 32-yard line and is up slowly.
Yeah, obviously turnovers slowing down the Crusaders here tonight. And a couple, 2 or 3 very big losses in this game as well, as the Mariners tack on another one here. Good play defensively.
Chadwick comes out of the game there. He was very slow getting up there. So he comes out for a play. They've got plenty of runners. There's no question about that. Higgins will send St. Peter in motion. He'll give the handoff to Quinn. He busts it to the outside. Flag comes flying down, and he'll get back to probably the 23-yard line, but I think the whole thing's coming back because that looks like a hold.
Yeah, it would have been roughly an 8-yard pickup. And you see the flag come flying in. Fastball there from Mertzel, the referee here tonight.
Spot fouls in high school football, so it's important where the flag goes down. That's basically where the penalty happened, and they'll take off the penalty yards, 10 yards off of that spot. So they'll mark it back to the 33-yard line.
That's the third penalty here tonight for the Crusaders. for a total of 25 yards. So penalties, turnovers, and a few big losses kind of stalling the John Bapst offense.
2nd down and 19. The throw is complete, but not for much yardage. In fact, just about back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play there by Darius Pierpoint. Watch him come flying into this play. He read it well. And came charging at Mitchell, and solid tackle as well.
So now 3rd down and 18 for Coach Dan O'Connell and his Crusaders. Wilson Higgins gets the play call. He took over quarterback duties from his brother. I forget his brothers. We'll get his. But Bapst has had, I don't know, about 5 years worth of Higgins's, maybe more than that, as quarterbacks. All right, flags come flying out again here. The play's blown dead. And let's see what we have this time.
Delay a game.
And so that'll back it up to the 37-yard line and make it 3rd and 23. This is what happened to them on their last drive. They got stuck in reverse.
They start well, just haven't been able to finish these drives here tonight.
3rd and 23. Mitchell goes in motion, and now Higgins rolls, throws to him. Good catch. Still on his feet. Gets down to the 22-yard line and sets up a reasonable 4th down call. Watch this catch by Mitchell down at the ankles.
Yeah, that's not an easy one. He's working away from the quarterback Higgins, moving laterally, and on a cold night like that, football a little more slippery than it would normally be, and he's able to reel it in.
So, got back a huge chunk of the penalty yards, and now it's 4th down and 8. They got to get to the 9-yard line. They're at the 22, just about the 22 here now. And the throw goes to the end zone, and he overshoots the target. It's McDonald, the intended receiver, and Higgins left it a little too long.
Yeah, the pass not completed, but a pretty good job there by Higgins, putting the air underneath that football, put it in a spot where nobody else was going to get to it other than his teammate. But the Crusaders giving it over on downs here, so we're still scoreless in this one.
Well, Bapst won back-to-back games 7-6 during this 4-game winning streak. Do you smell something like that tonight?
Certainly pointing in that direction right now.
All right, Ilvenen gonna pitch on 1st down, and it comes to the near side, and that is gonna be Zeke Miller, the freshman, and he's got 3 or 4 yards on that pitch play on 1st down.
And Miller now 6 yards on 3 carries in the ball game. The freshman's going to check out here. Friday Night Football presented by Quirk Auto Group. Quirk is your main Boss plow dealer. It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
2nd down, let's call it 5. A long 5 here for the Mariners. And the handoff is going to go to O'Reilly. Good spin move. Spins again, fumbles the ball. And I think Bapst has it back. The Crusaders do. Another fumble for the Mariners.
Well, turnovers, big story here in this first half. 2 for each side.
Spins once, watch him spin twice. That time it comes out. How about that, huh?
Well, another opportunity here for John Bapst.
Yeah, and this time it's in really good territory here for the Crusaders at the 32-yard line. And it's an eye set this time. You don't see that often from Bapst, but they'll hand it off to Brown. No, they hand it off. give it to the second man through Mitchell, I guess. Tell you what, that's a great ball fake by Higgins. And they come right back to the line of scrimmage. How about this? I set and hurry up. There's a little game changer for you, huh? And they will give to Mitchell again. Same result. Powers his way to the 15-yard line. That's a first down.
Yeah, I think this is a good move by John Bapst. Just going north and south. Some of those plays going east and west not paying off. That offensive line just going straight forward. A great push. And then Mitchell with the finishing touches there. And the Crusaders are knocking on the door.
With the wind at their backs here in this second quarter of play in a scoreless game. This time they do huddle up after the first down make. And Brown acting as the fullback and Mitchell the setback, and he's got it for a third time in a row. Gets to the outside, got running room, cuts it up inside, and is down to the 4-yard line. You see that cutback? Watch him go wide and then cut it up in.
Well, the story of this series so far for the Crusaders, Quinn Mitchell, the senior, 3 straight carries, racking up about 27, 28 yards on those 3 carries.
Hey, if it works, keep going at it. I set again. Higgins hands to Mitchell, lowers the boom. Does he get in? Yes. Touchdown, John Bapst.
Well, there you go. Finally a turnover, costing the team giving it up. Crusaders in great field position. 4 calls to Mitchell, and the senior takes it in for 6.
And so the all-important PATs on a night like this.
See those little flags right there at the top of those goalposts, those little ribbons. The wind has died down a little bit, I think.
Uh-oh, flags come down. Somebody entered the neutral zone, and it's offsides against Oceanside. I don't think that'll change anything. They can move it a little closer to the...
half the distance, about a yard and a half there.
So Chadwick gets ready to line it up here and try to make it a 7-0 score, and gee, we've got another flag down.
Jeff Mertzel's going to have to ice down that right arm after this game. He has been wielding that yellow flag.
And did Bapst move first? Or, yeah, they did. And that kind of drew the Mariners in. So they'll move it back. 5.
4th penalty for the Crusaders, 30 yards in total.
And now he'll have to kick it from the 15-yard line, which will make it a 25-yard PAT attempt. And here's the kick. It is up, and it's good. It had a lot of spin on it, and it looked like it was forward spin, and it's enough for Bapst to have a 7-zip lead. Timeout on the field. This is Friday night high school football on Ticket TV.
Town Rec Center is where recreation, education, and community come together. Located at 342 Bennock Road in Old Town, the Old Town Rec Center offers preschool programs like Kicking Stars Soccer, youth programs including flag football and fall baseball, and an after-school enrichment program for grades K through 8. Whether it's healthy hometown activities or simply a quiet place to get help with homework, the experienced staff at Old Town Rec delivers safety and encouragement at every turn. Call 827-3961 or visit them at oldtownrec.com. Bangor Frameworks has offered custom framing for your paintings, photographs, and prints since 1989. Bangor Frameworks will frame and mat your sports memorabilia, and they even do shadow box framing for your favorite jerseys. At Bangor Frameworks, they take great pride in their superior workmanship, from the highest quality materials to the construction of the frame to the precise installation of your finished piece. Your favorite art and your special memories deserve the best. Visit Bangor Frameworks at bangorframeworks.com or stop by at 175 Exchange Street in Bangor.
All right, here we go with the John Bapst kickoff, and it is a little short one and taken by an up back. And he goes down, one of the big fellas up front.
I think that was Gavin Tower, big offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Like he knew what he had to do there.
He'll go right back to the huddle and take up his left guard position.
Could be the highlight of his season.
Running the ball,
right
yeah. Most importantly, I think, for Coach Drinkwater and company, he held on to the ball. They have had now, 2 fumbles. And this last one cost them because it was deep in their own territory, and John Bapst cashed in. All right, 7-0, Crusaders lead. Oceanside trying to move forward, and they can't do it. Defense penetrates that backfield, and there is no gain at all for the Mariners there. And that was Matt Spear, I think, 33.
Yeah, on the tackle there for the Crusaders, Colby Brown, Garrett Curlin, a couple of seniors teaming up.
Number 33, Matt Spear on the carry.
So, 41-yard line, just about the line of scrimmage. They may have lost a few inches on the play. Now, Ilvenen wants to throw. High arcing pass is picked off by the Crusaders. And I think that's Rhett McDonald. He's taken out of bounds on the far side. He's got the pick, and John Bapst has got the ball.
Yeah, you could actually see that ball just get knocked down by the wind as Ilvenen trying to get it over those defensive backs, including Rhett McDonald of the Crusaders, but it hit a wall with that breeze going in the opposite direction. But what do we got here? They're talking with Ilvenen, or?
I don't see a flag down on the field. I think something happened during the run back. And it looks like it's going to be against Bapst. This is after the interception. Looks like a hold, huh?
Another penalty there against the Crusaders. That's their 5th here in this first half. Hey, we're feeling the cool temperatures here tonight. It's time to contact Bangor Heat Pump for your winter heating needs. Call the Heat Pump guys at 659-8193 or visit them at bangorheatpump.com.
4 minutes, 24 seconds to play before halftime. At halftime, Mel Mackay, who is the head guy of John Bapst, going to join us, talk about that new project that they broke ground for earlier in the week. It's a good carry by Quinn Mitchell. Tell you what, he found something here. They went back to the triple set, but they did give it to Mitchell, and he's done well.
Yeah, some great blocks mixed in there by the Crusaders, certainly, but Mitchell, he's been a busy man. That is the 5th straight carry for Quinn Mitchell, and all of them have been for solid gains, one of them for the only touchdown in the ball game.
All right, Higgins brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Will fake the handoff to the fullback. He'll give it to Mitchell, and he's got a first down. He'll fall inside the 45-yard line, and that'll be enough to move the chains again. Bapst has kind of tilted the field here to this side of the field here in this second quarter.
We were here earlier this year, Bapst against Waterville. They were having a big ceremony. It was the John Bapst Athletic Hall of Fame with some inductees and a storied history. Ken Perrone, our guest that night.
First down play, 2 fakes, then finally a handoff to Chadwick, but the trickery does not fool the Oceanside defense. They get him down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 3 yards.
Yeah, these plays for the Crusaders here tonight, they just have not worked. They're going straight ahead, north and south. They've had a lot of success, but another significant loss there. Just a few yards on that play.
And so, Coach O'Connell goes back to the I set, which worked so well on their last possession. 2nd down and 12. Hand off to Mitchell, and even this thing's not going to work because he gets caught in the backfield. That is number 34, Matt Harold, the linebacker. Watch him come up and just stick Mitchell.
Yeah, penetration through the line, even the straight ahead play not working there for the Crusaders. Loss of a couple from Mitchell. Second carry for negative yards. Let's take a quick look at the program history for the John Bapst Crusaders. Class B state champs, 64, 65. C state champs, 76, 2008. Mentioned Ken Perrone, tons of success from 61 to 66, 47-6 during that time.
And now Mitchell carries again, and there's no running room there. He's brought down for another loss. Michael Yates, number 52, comes in and makes that tackle. That's 3 plays, 3 straight losses.
It might have been our man Gavin Towerduffer, I think 62 on the play in the mix there. But in any event, a 3rd straight loss. Chadwick a loss of 3, Mitchell a couple of carries for losses of 2 and 3, and now it is 4th and 18 for John Bapst.
We were just showing about the program history of Bapst, that 41-game losing streak. I remember that, and I'll tell you what, I think at that time they were close.
Yeah, 98 to 2003.
Yeah, they were very close to just giving up on football. And Barry Terrell came in and kind of helped change things around a bit, and they got some wins. He, of course, spent a lot of years down at Washington Academy coaching, both basketball and football. Started up the program down there. All right, punt formation here for the Crusaders, and it will be a pretty good boot. And it's taken at about the 20-yard line, and the defense, the punt return team, comes down and gets down Spear, I think it is, or Monroe, very close to the 25.
Pretty good catch there by Monroe to haul that one in, pick up a couple of yards. Good coverage by the Crusaders, and just a minute and a half to go here for Oceanside against the wind. So not the ideal situation for Coach Drinkwater and company.
Ilvenen does begin the series here in shotgun formation here, and they have 4 wideouts. This will be interesting. Fakes the handoff, wants to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Low and behind the intended receiver, Monroe.
Yeah, those are the kind of passes that may work here tonight against the wind. So he zipped one there across the middle, a little bit behind the intended receiver, Monroe. Tried to right the body and lean back and make that catch, but fell to the turf, incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Got to be careful here if you're Oceanside. If you try to throw the ball 3 times in a row or whatever, you have to punt it away. But let's see what happens. They've got 4 wideouts again, and this time Ilvenen's going to run it. And he's got some running room up the middle. He'll get up over the 30 to the 35-yard line. And looks like he may have enough for a 1st down.
Yeah.
So they spread everybody out, and then he runs.
See the Red Sea parting there, or the Purple Sea in this case, parting for Ilvenen, and a good effort there late to gain a couple more yards.
Spot the ball at the 37-yard line. Clock is running, just over a minute to go till halftime. In a 7-0 score here, Bapst leading. Little pass is complete, and they break a tackle, and they get up near midfield.
That's Monroe with a couple of broken tackles induced.
I saw him on tape on a couple of games here this week while trying to watch, and to me, he's much more effective that way, getting him the ball and let him do some things.
Get your playmakers in space.
So it is the 1st down. It's marked at the 49 as the clock continues to run. Ilvenen fakes a throw, now tries to swing it, and it is incomplete. Intended for Dylan O'Reilly, but over his head, and it stops the clock with 35 seconds to go in the half.
Good read there by Derek Long defending that play. Friday Night Football brought to you in part by Coastal Auto Parts, owners of your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores.
So 2nd down and 10 here for the Mariners from their own 49-yard line against the wind here. Wideouts, 3 to the near side. Here comes the defense, but getting away is Ilfinen, and he'll get tripped up there. Coming up to make the tackle there is going to be number 10, Spencer Tomlinson. And they will take a timeout to stop the clock at 26 seconds and set up a 3rd down play.
6-2 for the Crusaders. Excellent season this year for Dan O'Connell, Oceanside. He stumbled a few times here this season, ended up at 4-4. Kind of a surprise loss in their final game of the season to Madomic Valley on the road. So they're on the road here this week, traveling to Bangor from Rockland. And of course, didn't know, well, I guess into the early afternoon if we were going to play this game here tonight. Power outage in the Bangor area affecting Husson University, but finally the power back on, and Mariners making the trek from Rockland.
The big old tree, I guess 2 of them, right down over the power lines on Kunduskeg Avenue, which is kind of one of the tree streets right along the Kunduskeg stream. Dan O'Connell lives nearby there. He said, I could see the tree down outside my kitchen window.
Up close and personal.
And so there was a campus here, and Husson was shut down. No power up at the University of Maine either. They are playing the hockey game tonight, so they must have got the power back there finally, but they had no classes today. There's a swing pass to the middle. It is complete, and it's taken down to the 35-yard line. They'll have to hurry up here. That'll be a 1st down. And that's a pretty good catch there. That's number 17, Zach Healy. And so, 17 seconds and counting, he'll just spike it down and stop the clock at 15 seconds. Good play there by Ilvenen to stop the clock and maybe have a chance at maybe 2 more plays, maybe.
Showed you the bracket for Class C North earlier throughout the night here tonight. We'll take a look at Class A. Of course, they're playing tonight. Bangor hosting Oxford Hills close by. Win there for the Rams could give them another home game in the postseason. We'll also take a look at Class B, Class D, and 8-man.
Ilvenen wants to throw. Swing pass is to Monroe. He's got running room inside the 10-yard line. And here come. Can they get another play off? They hustle to the line of scrimmage. They're just going to spike the ball down again here. 6 seconds. They wind the clock. They'll spike it down at 4 seconds. Let's see if they leave it right there at 4, maybe add a second. But I'll tell you what, that little swing pass kind of almost out of the backfield or out of the slot is working. And tell you what, if they get points on this, even if they were to have to, I don't think they're going to try a field goal here probably on a night like this, but they come up with a touchdown here in the last minute. And that'll be a momentum boost for them going in at halftime. Time for one more play probably here. 4 seconds to go. 4 seconds in the second quarter. And we got 4 wideouts, 2 to each side, and now timeout is called, and it's taken by John Bapst. They want to make sure they're all set on defense. And we'll take a break. It's Friday Night Football, playoff style on Ticket TV.
Be courageous. Be optimistic. Be involved. Our best days are ahead. Dream first. Because you can.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, the John Bapst huddle making sure that everybody's got their defensive assignments with 4 seconds to play here before halftime. Oceanside is threatening to get on the board as they have gone down the field in I think it was a minute 31 to start this drive. So in about 91 seconds or close to it here, let's see what happens. It's a second down call. Remember, the half can't end on a defensive penalty either. All right, shotgun for the quarterback, Carl Ilvenen. He's at the 15. Flags come down, and it's illegal procedure. Somebody move for the Mariners. Yeah. I think it was one of the wideouts.
Yeah, Darius Pierpoint wide to the left. Trying to get off the line quickly. A little too quick in that case.
So that backs them up 5 yards. And now the 15-yard line is the scrimmage line. Again, it'll be second down. Clock stayed, of course, at 4 seconds. A stiff breeze. Heck, it's more than a breeze. It's a stiff wind right into the face of Ilvenen. In shotgun. Looks to the right and throws high, arcing, and it's off the hands of Monroe. Good defense played there by Rhett McDonald. Watch him try to just drop this into the basket.
Yeah, last gasp effort for the Mariners here with time winding down in the first half. Not a bad effort there by Monroe and the quarterback Ilvenen, but as you mentioned, Dale, outstanding coverage there by Rhett McDonald. This first half is going to come to an end with the Crusaders on top, 7-zip.
And let's see, Bapst deferred the opening toss, so Bapst is going to get the first possession of the second half. All right, halfway through this playoff game, the 3 seed, John Bapst, leading the 6 seed, the Mariners of Oceanside, 7-zip. This is high school playoff football from Ticket TV.
Come experience a real farming adventure at Truergy Family Orchards. Voted one of America's best corn mazes, it's good old-fashioned fun for all ages. Open now until November. Come on out today and see if you can make it through. Truergy Family Orchards. Come gather beautifully.
Save big on your heating and cooling costs now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified technicians. Get a free quote from Bangor Heat Pump. Call 659-8193. That's 659-8193. Visit BangorHeatPump.com and like us on Facebook.
Want to save money?
Come see us
at Bangor Heat Pump.
Save big on your heating and cooling costs now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified technicians. Get a free quote from Bangor Heat Pump. Call 659-8193. That's 659-8193. Visit BangorHeatPump.com and like us on Facebook.
Want to save money?
Come see us
at Bangor Heat Pump.
Be courageous. Be optimistic. Be involved. Our best days are ahead. Dream first. Because you can.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak. and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Celebrating 50 years, Northeast Driving School is Greater Bangor's #1 choice for driver's ed. The Northeast team is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Sign up today for weekday or weekend courses at northeastdrivingschool.com.
All right, back here at the Winkin Complex on the campus of Hassan University in Bangor. Dale Duff here, and it's 7-0. John Bapst leading Oceanside in this quarterfinal playoff game. Joining me here at halftime is the head of John Bapst High School, Mel Mackay, and we've got some big news. This football game is not the only big news around the campus this week.
That's right.
You broke ground on that new fitness center and building. Tell the folks about that.
So here it is Friday. Yesterday we were ceremoniously tossing a little dirt around across the street from John Bapst on Somerset Street here in Bangor. We've got a new practice gymnasium and a fitness center in the works, and as of yesterday it was official.
That's great. And you've been fundraising to do this and do some other parts of this whole project, which we'll get to, but kind of the nuts and bolts. This is going to be a facility where all of your teams can practice, right on campus.
We will actually move the whole physical education operation out of 100 Broadway, the beautiful building that we've been in for 90-some years, across the street to a practice gym and a fitness center. The new facility, maybe about 12,000 square feet, so it's considerable. All PE classes for these student athletes, their strength training, their conditioning, their fitness. For the student who may not be a football player out there on the field tonight, this is still essential, because in Maine, partly because of our climate, partly because of our history, we need to be teaching our kids what it means to be fit. One goal that we have is for every student who leaves John Bapst to know how to use the fitness equipment that they're going to find at the University of Maine.
How about that?
Just to use that as an example, that beautiful fitness center, right? We want them to walk into any college fitness center and say, I know how to use that equipment, and keep that lifetime habit going.
That's great. And then as the project continues and you continue to fundraise, you want to take the old gym. A lot of people may not even know that there's a gym down in the basement of John Bapst. I've been there with all those pillars and all of that, but you want to kind of redo all of that area, right?
Right. So you're my witness, Dale.
Okay.
In that basement of what looks to folks passing by like a 3-story building, it's a 6-story building, is an undersized gymnasium from 1928, and pillars, just as you say. An architect walked through that with me about 10 years ago and said, here's your new dining hall. You've got these beautiful windows, beautiful pillars. So that's the idea. Repurpose the gym as a dining hall, brand new kitchen, and then at our school, technology is huge. We teach artificial intelligence and robotics, computer programming, engineering. That whole department will move into new space in that same envelope where the fitness center, where the old gym and the locker rooms are today.
Yeah, you can see all of this if you want to go to the John Bapst High School website, and you can see some great pictures of that new building and all. So time frame, maybe by this time next year, that new practice facility will be ready, right?
Right. As you can imagine, I'm an old English teacher, so you don't want to listen to the likes of me. But Carl Ward from Nickerson O'Day, that's our contractor, And the architects at Artifacts here in Bangor, they're our designers, tell us that a year from now we ought to be able to turn the key on that facility.
How about that? And I was talking to Danny O'Connell today, who's also the athletic director, and I said, it's got to save you some phone calls and some emails to line up practice facilities in the future.
You know, we'll always be competing courtesy of the City of Bangor, Husson University, UMaine, and our other partners. But to be able to do our practicing right there on campus is a tremendous help.
And so for people that want to know more or maybe want to help with the fundraising effort, go to the website's the best idea.
They should, and we've already been tremendously blessed. Our alums, our current families, recent past parents, local businesses and foundations have pitched in. But this is an ambitious project. By the time we finish that second phase, we'll be up near $6 million. So I would be the last person to tell folks that we're done with the fundraising. We need all the help we can get.
Well said. Thank you. Mel, thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Great deal.
Mel Mackay from John Bapst High School. His team is leading here at the half 7-0 over Oceanside. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Come experience a real farming adventure at Truergy Family Orchards. Voted one of America's best corn mazes, it's good old-fashioned fun for all ages. Open now until November. Come on out today and see if you can make it through. Truergy Family Orchards. Come gather beautifully.
New Dimensions Federal Credit Union is more than a place to deposit money or take out a loan. At New Dimensions, we're all about the how, like sharing with our members how to build credit, how to repair bad debt, or how to plan for retirement. We're here to help you learn, no matter where you are in life. New Dimensions Federal Credit Union. Educate, empower, evolve. That's how we do it. New Dimensions Federal Credit Union, for every new dimension of your life.
Bangor Frameworks has offered custom framing for your paintings, photographs, and prints since 1989. Bangor Frameworks will frame and mat your sports memorabilia, and they even do shadow box framing for your favorite jerseys. At Bangor Frameworks, they take great pride in their superior workmanship, from the highest quality materials to the construction of the frame to the precise installation of your finished piece. Your favorite art and your special memories deserve the best. Visit Bangor Frameworks at bangorframeworks.com or stop by at 175 Exchange Street in Bangor.
Save big on your heating and cooling costs now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified technicians. Get a free quote from Bangor Heat Pump. Call 659-8193. That's 659-8193. Visit BangorHeatPump.com and like us on Facebook.
Want to save money?
Come see us
at Bangor Heat Pump.
Welcome back to the Winkin Complex here on the campus of Husson University. This is the Bangor Heat Pump halftime show. Jim Churchill along with Dale Duff, and let's take a look at a few of the first half highlights. There were 4 turnovers in the first half, 3 fumbles, 1 interception, 2 for each side. It was this turnover right here by Oceanside that opened up the door for the John Bapst Crusaders. Good second effort there by number 5. That's Dylan O'Reilly. But the second effort, he lost the football. John Bapst going to Quinn Mitchell. Often in this drive after the turnover, and it's going to be Mitchell on his 4th straight carry, taking it in from the 3-yard line, spinning his way into the end zone. And there's your first score of the ball game. Oceanside making a charge late, 4 seconds on the clock. Last gasp effort there by Ilvenen, the quarterback for the Mariners, and just off the fingertips there of the intended receiver, Aiden Monroe. Good defense by Rhett McDonald. All right, 7-0 our score at the end of the first half. We'll take a timeout, come back and get you some scores next here on the Bangor Heat Pump Halftime Show. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Save big on your heating and cooling costs now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified technicians. Get a free quote from Bangor Heat Pump. Call 659-8193. That's 659-8193. Visit BangorHeatPump.com and like us on Facebook.
Want to save money?
Come see us
At Bangor Heat Pump.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome to the Danforth Plaza, located in the town of Herman, one of the fastest growing communities in Maine. The Danforth Plaza is convenient, friendly, and has everything you'll need in one location. So the next time you're in Herman, visit Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, your local family-owned and operated grocery store with an impressive fresh food department. Danforth Supermarket also offers a huge selection of local wines, fresh meats, seafood, and more. If it's on your list, it's on our shelves. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, located in the Danforth's Plaza, Herman.
Spotlight Cinemas is the place for great entertainment and exceptional value. Spotlight Cinemas features low concession prices, 7 all-digital screens, and stadium-style seating. Spotlight Cinemas, 6 Stillwater Avenue in Orono, your hometown movie theater.
Back at Husson University, the Winkin Complex. This is a Class C North quarterfinal between the Oceanside Mariners, the number 6 seed, and the number 3 seed, the John Bapst Crusaders. Crusaders playing here on their home turf, and they have a 7-0 lead at the end of the first 24 minutes. Jim Churchill, Dale Duff, and Duffer, let's take a look at some of the scores coming in. We'll start in Class A, and the Bangor Rams playing at home tonight at Cameron Stadium across the way here in the city of Bangor, but the Rams down right now 20-7 to Oxford Hills. That's a halftime score.
Yeah, that's kind of a battle in a way. It's kind of a playoff spot to see maybe who's going to host as a number 4 seed next week, pending the Sanford loss to Bonnie Eagle.
Yeah, and Sanford, the other team in the middle of the pack there with the Rams, they're trailing Bonnie Eagle at the half, 19-12. So there's the story from Class A as we look at, well, briefly, we were teased there by the Class A North Crabtree standings, but they're back. And you see right there, Sanford 4-4, Bangor 4-4. Of course, the Rams beat the Spartans at Cameron Stadium a couple of weeks ago. Oxford Hills also at 4-4, so it's going to be interesting to see how the dust settles there in Class A. Some Class B scores. Brewer taking it on the chin tonight against Brunswick, the number 1 team, 47-0 the score there in the second half. And Wyndham and Skowhegan, as you look at our Class B North bracket there, Wyndham a 27-0 lead over Skowhegan at the half. Lawrence and Falmouth on the other side of the bracket. Lawrence up big over Falmouth, 34-8. Jay Baines, that was which was the final? Lawrence beating Falmouth 34-8, so the Bulldogs advance. And then Coney and Mount Blue, we had a third quarter score with Coney leading Mount Blue 14-7. And some other scores coming from, well, we'll take a quick look at 8-man football. Ellsworth, their first year in 8-man football, they're losing big tonight at Maranacook 38-12. And let's see, Old Town taking on MCI in Class C North. 21-6 now, MCI with the lead over Old Town in that one. That Belfast-Herman game, as you see there on the left side of the Class C North bracket, that game, Dale, has been pushed to tomorrow.
Oh, yes. And they're going to play it on their field. The word was that their field was kind of unplayable today. They are going to play it there tomorrow night. So that has been reset for tomorrow night. Oh, it's at 2 p.m. Okay, it's going to be in the afternoon at 2.
One other score, Foxcroft leading Holton 21-14. That was a halftime score. All right, we are set for second half action here at the Winkin Complex. And again, John Bapst receiving the football. Here's Dale Duff.
And they've got a 7-0 lead, and the ball hops up. And it's taken there on a bounce by Tomlinson. And he'll bring it up over the 30-yard line, and the Crusaders will go to work here in the second half. The winner of this game will take on the winner of that MCI Old Town game. My thinking is one of these teams is heading to Pittsfield to play MCI would be my guess.
Huskies, the number 2 seed. A couple of other scores. Celtics trailing the Knicks by 1 at the end of the first half. Celtics proving to be a good second half team, not so much in the first half. And Maine Hockey a 2-0 lead early in the second, hosting BU at Alfond Arena.
All right, first play from scrimmage, and they fake the handoff to Brown. They tackle him. Meanwhile, Higgins kept the ball and ran ahead for 3-4 yards.
Third carry of the night for the quarterback Higgins, 15 yards to this juncture.
Just underway here in the third quarter, a 7-0 score, a 3-yard touchdown run by Quinn Mitchell. With about 5 minutes to go before halftime, the PAT kick was good. That's all we have for scoring. Here's a handoff, and up the gut goes Brown again. And I shouldn't say again, he did not take the handoff that first time, but he gets pretty good yardage up near the 38-yard line. And so it'll be third down and about 3. Got to get to the 41-yard line here for a first down. I hate to say it to everybody in my crew and that, but I just look at the flags and the wind is picking up.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
I shudder to think that.
So much for the wind dying down.
Here's Brown, and no, it keeps it. Keeping it is Wilson Higgins, and he's got a first down. Goes out of bounds on the far side. I gotta say, their handoffs are great. They're fake handoffs. Brown, they tackle him, and Higgins keeps the ball. Look at him go.
Higgins, multi-dimensional quarterback for the Crusaders. There's a flag down across the way. And it looks like it's going to go against the Crusaders. So they have had their issues with the penalties here tonight.
Could be a hold there on that run once Wilson.
So it was a 12-yard gain.
Yeah, they'll mark it back from the spot of the foul, so 10 yards. So up near the 50-yard line is where the hold happened. And so they spot it here, third down and about 2. Higgins again will turn the corner, and he'll get the first down up near the 44-yard line. That's plenty enough to move the chains. Watch him fake the handoff to Brown and keep it. And just find enough of an opening there to move the chains.
Puts it right into the hands of Brown, but pulls it out of there. And doing a nice job here early in this second half. Chadwick on the move again. This time Higgins turns around and sees a Mariner staring him in the face. He does pick up 2 yards.
Kind of interesting. All of a sudden they come out with the same play about 4 times in a row. Sometimes give the handoff. Most of the time just keep it.
Yeah, we've seen some segments in this game for the John Bapst offense, certainly late in that first half. Quinn Mitchell, the main man, here early in the second half. Quarterback Wilson Higgins getting plenty of activity.
So from their own 45-yard line, 2nd down and 8 here for the Crusaders. Wants to throw, got a man, and it's caught. And it's a 1st down inside the 40-yard line. And that ball is thrown.
Derek Long on the receiving end.
That's number 19, Long. He's a senior. They list him as a running back, but he catches the pass there. That's a good, crisp pass, too, by Higgins, who hasn't thrown a lot tonight, right?
Yeah, that's unofficially the 3rd attempt. He's 2 for 3 now.
All right, at the 35-yard line. Handoff to Brown. Up the gut he goes, close to the 30-yard line. Turning out to be an impressive opening drive of the second half here for John Bapst.
Yeah, Crusaders mixing it up. They've got that gusty wind at their back. Duffer called it a breeze earlier tonight.
I quickly changed it back to wind.
A bit delusional. Did grow up in Holton. I know they have some pretty good breezes up there, Duffer.
Tell you what, I look down, every time I look down when Higgins comes over and gets the call from Coach O'Connell, he's there in a golf shirt, short sleeves. It just makes me shiver.
He is cheating.
Pitch play, and it goes to Mitchell, and he's got a 1st down. He's inside the 20-yard line on that far side. Watch him pitch.
Yeah, the defense jumping up into the backfield, and Mitchell getting the pitch and getting to the outside and picking up another 1st down.
They're going to spot it at the 19-yard line. Tell you what, you score here, you go up by 2 scores, and in the conditions here tonight, that's a lot of points. That's a big lead. Brown, no, it's going to be kept by Higgins. Now he'll pitch, and he'll pitch it to Chadwick, and he'll go out of bounds here on the near side. Not much of a gain there, maybe a yard or 2.
They may break one of those, but that has been a play to Chadwick. Unfortunate for him, that just has not worked here tonight. That is the 4th carry for Chadwick tonight for a loss. Well, actually gained a yard on that one, so. But 3 previous carries, those deep pitches, going for a loss.
Now in motion goes Mitchell, cuts it up, and will gain a yard or 2, and then is spun down by the Mariners defense. Looked for a split second like he had some daylight there, but it hole quickly closed up.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting call if the Crusaders get 2 or 3 or 4 here, but don't come close to that 1st down marker. We saw Chadwick earlier on an extra point after a penalty, kicking a 25-yard extra point. Looked pretty good on that boot. Be interesting to see if Coach O'Connell might go in that direction with that gusty wind at Chadwick's back.
If they do get to the kicking end of it all, that PAT that he kicked, no, they're spending a lot of time. Looks like they may be going to take a time out here, do you think? They are. Coach O'Connell going to take a time out here, and we will too. This is high school football playoff action on Ticket TV.
Old Town Rec Center is where recreation, education, and community come together. Located at 342 Bennick Road in Old Town, the Old Town Rec Center offers preschool programs like Kicking Stars Soccer, youth programs including flag football and fall baseball, and an after-school enrichment program for grades K through 8. Whether it's healthy hometown activities or simply a quiet place to get help with homework, the experienced staff at Old Town Rec delivers safety and encouragement at every turn. Call 827-3961 or visit them at oldtownrec.com.
Back here at the Winkin Complex, Friday Night Football brought to you in part by Trade Winds. Fuel up your local Trade Winds where every gallon you buy supports local cancer care.
All right, 3rd down and 7 for John Bapst, and it's going to be a pass play, and it's picked off by the Mariners. That's Carl Ilvenen, and that's his second pick of the night. He's a quarterback on offense, and he's an interceptor on defense.
Yeah, Higgins throwing off his back foot there. You never want to see that from a quarterback, and throwing into traffic. Ilvenen stepping in to pick it off, and that is a huge play right there for the Oceanside Mariners.
Bapst knocking on the door. There's that wind. That's the flag, which, if you picture the baseball field here, which is what they're playing on, that's in center field. And that thing is just blowing as hard as it can blow. All right, so here comes Oceanside on offense for the first time in this half. Little swing pass is complete, and it is out there to the fullback Spear. And it is complete for a bit of a gain. Let's see where they're going to spot it down near the 20-yard line. So it's about a 3-yard gain, maybe 3-yard gain.
Yeah, good lead on that pass from Ilvenen. If he throws that behind Spear, that could be an interception and a pick 6 there.
7-zip. Bapst making that touchdown in the second quarter, late in the second quarter, hold up so far. I set here with wideouts to either side, the give, and there's nothing at the line of scrimmage. I don't know if that's O'Reilly or Monroe. I'll wait and see him get up there. Everybody's a little slow getting up after that hit.
Yeah, Garrett Curlin, the last to get up there for the Crusaders. Put up a purple wall there.
Yeah, I think that was the freshman runner.
Number 23.
Zeke Miller, yeah.
No, they say it was Monroe on the PA, so.
Who are we to question Bob Beetham?
I would not do that. I would not do that. So 3rd down and 7.
Got
Big
three guys up here wearing glasses, you, me, and Beetham.
4 wideouts. They throw over the middle, and that is complete. And it's complete to Zach Healy, and he's got enough for a first down.
You know what? Healy's been effective. A couple of receptions here, working the middle of the field, and pass on the money. Snares it out of the air, and then some yards after the catch as well.
He's just a junior, and he moves the chains here for the Oceanside Mariners.
I have to be impressed by the work of Ilvenen and the Mariners passing against this wind. They had some success late in that first half on that final drive, came up short, but trying to get it going again here in the second half.
Runs and pitches, and this time it'll go to O'Reilly, and there's no running room there. Good play by the defense, kind of stringing it along, and they'll get maybe a yard or 2 on the play, and that's about it.
Friday Night Football brought to you in part by Dean's Detailing. They've been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Give your car a fresh start. Call Dean's today, 945-3016, or book your appointment at deansdetailing.com.
2nd down and 8 for Oceanside, trailing 7-zip. Shotgun for Ilvenen, looks to the middle, now delivers to the outside, and there isn't much there. Another yard or 2 on a pass and catch play.
Darius Pierpoint on the receiving end there for a couple.
Pierpoint is a senior player. He's been kind of in and out of those wideouts. When they started going to 4 wideouts, he started playing a lot more here tonight as they try to beat the defense of John Bapst and beat the wind in this 3rd quarter. The good news for Oceanside is they'll get the wind at their back here in the final quarter. 3:23 and counting here in the 3rd. Ilvenen, broken play. He went to hand off, and there was nobody there, and he takes the sack. back at the 36-yard line. That has got to be a helpless feeling, huh?
Yeah, a little mix-up there by the Mariners, and yeah, Ilvanen. Nobody there to help ward off the Crusaders charging at him, so that'll go down as a loss, and that's going to force a punt.
Colby Brown, one of the Bapst linebackers and one of the big linemen in there to bring him down.
Whoa.
Uh-oh, high snap. Can he get the punt off? No, now he's going to soccer-style punt it. Good job. And that's O'Reilly with the punt. And Crusaders will get away from it and let it go dead at the 38-yard line, maybe the 37. But I'll tell you what, Dylan O'Reilly did a good job just to get that ball kicked away.
Yeah, about a 27-yard net there, but great effort by O'Reilly, and then got a little bit of a Mariner bounce there at the end. That could have been big-time trouble for Oceanside. Hey, Friday Night Football brought to you in part by Greenway Equipment Sales. Test drive an affordable 1-Series tractor at Greenway Equipment in Bangor or Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Run with us. Request a quote right now at greenwayequipment.com.
All right, here comes Bapst with a man in motion, and the give is going to be up the middle.
Ball got loose. I think an offensive lineman fell on it.
Brown had the ball, but
I think it was the center who came up with the football
Crowley,
there. Yeah,
55.
Devin Crowley.
So,
do gain a yard or two there.
Yeah. Boy, there have been, what are we at? 3 fumbles. We've had 2 interceptions and 2 or 3 near fumbles.
Right. Yeah, 3 turnovers for the Crusaders to this point, 2 for Oceanside. John Bapst, the only team to capitalize on a turnover here tonight.
Hand off to Mitchell. Got running room up the middle. Spins, and he's going to get a first down. Look at him keep the legs going, and look at that effort by Quinn Mitchell into Oceanside territory. Watch him go.
Yeah, just starts spinning, and all the while moving forward. There he's going backwards.
Crowley, the center, is pushing him. Look at him push. Now everybody else says, let me push.
See that a lot these days. Teammates pushing runners. It's all fair game at this point. Big first down for the Crusaders.
Gets the ball to the 47-yard line of Oceanside as we get down to the final 90 seconds of this third quarter. I-set formation here, and a handoff to Mitchell. Goes wide, got running room, and he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, much easier that time for Mitchell. All kinds of running room on that right side. Only took 1 Mariner to bring him down that time, but 2 big pickups here for Quinn Mitchell in this drive. That last carry by Mitchell, Dale, you heard the reaction of the John Bapst Crusader fans. You saw the reaction on the sideline. That's one of those plays that can really get a team revved up and get that momentum back on your side.
Second down and 3. It's Mitchell again, and he's met in the backfield. Linebacker Matt Harold, the senior, will wrap him up for a loss.
Just when you think the Mariners are back on their heels, a play like this as they split through the defense there. And again, it was that Matthew Harold, senior on the Mariners.
I think Bapst is going to let this clock run down and end the quarter. 12 seconds and counting. They don't have to run another play, and so they're going to let it go to the quarter break, and that's where we're going to be. 3 quarters in the books in this playoff game. John Bapst is leading 7-0 over Oceanside. Come on back for the 4th TV.
Connect. Inspire. Give. Share. Dream first. Because you can. First National Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome back to the Winkin Complex. Good one here. 7-0 John Bapst as we get set for fourth quarter action. Friday Night Football is brought to you by Truergy Orchards. For fantastic family fun, visit Truergy Orchards at 3876 Union Street in Levant or at truergyorchards.com.
And here we go, and somebody moved into the neutral area, and it's going to be against Oceanside here. I think the guy on that far side, the defensive end, made the move, and that'll be 5 free yards for John Bapst. And it'll result in a first down as they spot the ball just shy of the 35-yard line. So John Bapst leading 7-0 and have moved comfortably into Mariner territory here as we get the fourth quarter underway. I set here again. Brown acts as the fullback. Mitchell the tailback, and he stood up at the line of scrimmage on that play.
Well, next week we'll have another playoff game for you here on Friday Night Football on Ticket TV. Not sure quite where we'll be. We could be in Pittsfield at Maine Central Institute, possibly. Still keeping our eyes on those Class A scores as well, but we'll have another good game for you, either a semifinal in Class C or potentially a quarterfinal in Class A.
All right, 2nd down and 10 here for the Crusaders. And play fake handoff, and it's going to be a pass play. It's complete to Derek Long.
Yeah, good execution here. Wilson, nice fake, drawing that defense in and then threading the needle there to Long, who took a hard hit but held on to the football.
Almost a jump pass there by Wilson Higgins, who came into the game throwing for 854 yards, 16 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Now, he has thrown 2 more picks tonight. He has also thrown a TD pass. Or no, I beg your pardon, he has not thrown a TD pass. So he's 16-9 in that whole department. Here's a pitch play, and it's a good one to Mitchell. He gets the corner, but good speed coming up to get him for after just about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
Yeah, this time on the option. Good timing there on the dish to Mitchell. Can't quite get around that end. Nice low tackle there by the Mariner defender, but still a 3-yard pickup. Actually closer to a 4-yard pickup from Mitchell. He's had a good night here tonight.
That was Darius Pierpoint, the cornerback, came up and made that tackle low and prevented a bigger gain there by Quinn Mitchell. All right, 2nd down, and let's call it 7 here. And Higgins wants to throw. He's got McDonald. Touchdown. The Crusaders go up 2 scores. It's Higgins to McDonald again.
Wow, this time off the back foot for Higgins, but it works. Puts a little loft in that football, and we've seen this before from Rhett McDonald going high in the end zone to haul it in. Touchdown, John Bapst. Had that connection in our earlier game here this year. Game against Waterville. Higgins to McDonald on a very similar play.
That's a 20-yard pass play. And now Chadwick on the PAT, and he gets it through. And it is a 14-0 score. A 20-yard pass play, Higgins to McDonald. It's the 17th touchdown throw by Higgins and the 12th touchdown catch by Rhett McDonald. You're listening to and watching Ticket TV, Friday Night Football.
Come experience a real farming adventure at Drury Family Orchards. Voted one of America's best corn mazes, it's good old-fashioned fun for all ages. Open now until November. Come on out today and see if you can make it through. Drury Family Orchards. Come gather beautifully.
New Dimensions Federal Credit Union is more than a place to deposit money or take out a loan. At New Dimensions, we're all about the how, like sharing with our members how to build credit, how to repair bad debt, or how to plan for retirement. We're here to help you learn, no matter where you are in life. New Dimensions Federal Credit Union. Educate, empower, evolve. That's how we do it. New Dimensions Federal Credit Union, for every new dimension of your life.
Back here at the Winkin Complex, the kickoff by Bapst, and it's Aiden Monroe on the return. Pretty good return, short kick. And he'll get up near the 40-yard line. Mariners have got some work to do now. They trail 14-0.
Well, the Mariners wanted to have the wind at their back here in the fourth quarter. They didn't want to be or probably expect to be down 14-0, but they do have that advantage. They've got pretty good field position, but they got to do some damage here fairly quickly.
All right, Ilvanen goes to shotgun formation. Wideouts all over the place. He throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. I think it went through and was tipped, including Pierpont. At the very end of it there, he's holding on to his helmet saying, I could have had that one.
Yeah, Spencer Tomlinson for John Bapst also put his hands to his helmet. That kind of went through his paws as well before getting to or close to the intended receiver. Probably see a lot of passing here from Ilvanen.
Two wideouts to the right, two wideouts to the left. And Ilvanen chased out of the pocket. Looks to throw. Now he's just going to run, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. It'll be a pretty good pickup on a scramble play by Ilvanen. Fact is, they're going to spot him at the 48-yard line, and that'll be an 8-yard gain on the quarterback scramble.
Yeah, that's a savvy play right there for the senior quarterback. Felt the pressure. As you said, Dale forced out of the pocket, but kept his head upfield as well. Saw some running room and took advantage, ducked out of bounds.
14-0. Bapst in the lead. Can the Mariners come back? They throw incomplete. Ilvanen went down, or I guess maybe his blocker, O'Reilly, in front of him went down as there was a jailbreak by the Bapst defense there. Watch this coming from the top side. That's Brown. And the pass play incomplete. Fact is, the closest guy to it was Max Chadwick, the DB for the Crusaders.
Yeah, a couple of close calls for Ilvanen here on this drive on a couple of pass plays, and a huge 4th and 2 coming up for the Mariners. This could be the game right here, Duffer.
And I gotta believe he's looking to maybe run a little bit. No, he's gonna throw. Slant pass is caught.
Ooh.
And a first down. Tell you what, that's a good catch. And is that
I think it's Spear?
Spear, I think, on this near
no,
side.
It's Monroe.
Monroe. He is so good coming out of that slot position. Number 55, Devlin Crowley, who's a lineman, just stuck him. But Monroe held on and moved the chains. And shotgun again for Ilvanen. Has no room, chased and brought down. Good pursuit by that defense of the John Bapst Crusaders. That's Colby Fournier, 66. Watch him go get him.
Yeah, the Crusaders, knowing that the Mariners and Ilvanen are in passing situations, passing mode at this point, they're letting it all hang out on that pass rush. They've had pressure on him throughout this drive, and it really paid off there for the Crusaders.
8-yard loss. Second down and 18. Swing pass out of the backfield. O'Reilly. And he'll pick up 2, 3, maybe 4 yards, but that's about it on the little swing pass. And it sets up third down and long. Going to be about third down and about 15 yards here for the Mariners, who are definitely in 4-down territory here with 8 minutes plus to go in the game, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Mitchell, 3-yard touchdown run, and a Higgins to McDonald 20-yard touchdown pass. The 2 scores for Bapst. Over the middle, and he overshoots the target. It was intended for Zach Healy, but it was too high over his head. Fourth down.
Well, we have a second here, Dale. Let's take a look at the profile for Oceanside High School. As you mentioned earlier in the broadcast tonight, a combination of what used to be Georges Valley and Rockland High School, located in Rockland. Enrollment 474 students. The principal is Jesse Bartkey, and the athletic director is Molly Bishop.
Rockland Tigers and Georges Valley. I got to think on that one.
Where's Clark when we need him?
There's a swing pass to Monroe. It's good, but he had to go to his knees to catch the ball. And when he goes to the knees in high school, you're down. And that means they'll have to give the ball up on downs. That's the 4th down play.
Yeah, tough one there for Monroe, trying to make the catch and turn it upfield, but Crusaders take over. Friday Night Football brought to you in part by Spotlight Cinema. Spotlight Cinemas in Orono is the place for great family entertainment and exceptional value. Call 827-7411 for more information.
All right, John Bapst goes to the power I set, and it is Mitchell. And look at him run. 10 yards, make it 11, move the chains. Quinn Mitchell is having a heck of a game.
Yeah, he is a tremendous runner, kind of one of those stand-up type runners, and works his way through the defense, and certainly credit the blocking he's been getting from his teammates as well.
A lot of seniors here on this team. Chadwick's a senior, Higgins is a senior, Brown's a senior, McDonald's a senior, Mitchell's a senior, and they've got a 6-win season cooking, and they're trying to make it 7 tonight. Fresh set of downs. The clock continues to tick here in the 4th quarter, leading by 2 scores. And Higgins up under center will hand off to who else? Mitchell. And this time he's held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one. Fact is, he may have lost a yard.
Yeah, down 14-0, and time winding down here on the Mariner season, but they are still playing hard out there. Penetration defensively. Let's take a look at the John Bapst High School profile. Of course, we were joined by Mel Mackay, who is the head of school at John Bapst, located in Bangor on Broadway. Enrollment, approximately 500 students, and their athletic director is their head football coach, Dan O'Connell.
All right, handoff to the outside, and we'll get down near the 31-yard line. You can kind of see as he runs here late in the game, it's all about ball security. Hang on to the football, and they have enough points to win. What they want to do is use as much of the clock as they can. I think I'm looking over at the scoreboard here. Looks like Oceanside's got all of their timeouts left.
Yes.
Third down and 6 here for the John Bapst Crusaders. Brown and Mitchell behind. Higgins. Mitchell has it, spins a couple of times, then leans forward and gains, 2, 3, 4 yards, made something out of nothing.
Yeah, he's got this spin work down. As you see there, he takes a hit, spins off one would-be tackler, Feels another hit, spins in the other direction, and as you mentioned, and as coaches want to see, they want to see those running backs and anybody with a football falling forward in a positive direction, and that was the case there for Mitchell.
All right, it's 4th down call here. The Crusaders will go for it, try to use up a bit more of the clock. It'll be inside of 5 minutes at the end of this play. And, oh boy, movement on the right side of the line by Oceanside. That is going to cost them a first down, I think. Watch on the upper side, the right side, 2 guys. And that's enough for 5 yards. That's enough to move the chains. And guess what? That's enough for the Crusaders to kill off another 2 or 3 minutes of the clock.
Yeah, everything going John Bapst's way right now. Friday Night Football, also brought to you by Bangor Frameworks. They've offered custom work for your paintings, photographs, and favorite sports memorabilia for 30 years. Check out their website at bangorframeworks.com. They're located at 175 Exchange Street in Bangor.
Fresh set of downs for Wilson Higgins and company. Ball was loose once. He got it back, and then Mitchell fumbled it again. And this time, the Mariners get it back. So much for ball security. Look at him on this replay. He really fumbles it 2 or 3 times. Once.
Got it back.
Twice. Whoop.
Yeah, and you got to think, the conditions here tonight, cooler temperatures, does make that football just a little more slick than what these guys have been used to. We've had some pretty good conditions as far as temperature goes up until this point, but a front moving through here tonight, dropping that temperature is going to get down around 30 before the night is over.
All right, so here comes Oceanside, trailing by 2 touchdowns. They need to score in a hurry. A handoff goes to Monroe, gets to the outside, stop there, reverses direction, and then goes down. That's just great pursuit by the Crusader defense.
Yeah, Monroe probably ran about 30 yards there, going laterally initially, and then tried to cut it back. Nothing available upfield. He ended up gaining just 1 yard on that play.
And meanwhile, the clock goes under 4 minutes to play in the game. Down by 2 scores. Ilvenen throws, slant pass, incomplete.
Yeah, trying to hit Keeley across the middle there. Pass just a little bit behind him.
Does stop the clock, but it's 3rd down here for the Mariners, and frankly, their offense just hasn't done anything here in the second half. They at least moved the ball more, seemingly, in the first half. All right, Ilvenen wants to throw. Now he does, almost picked off. In through the hands of Spencer Thomason, one of the linebackers. And it'll go incomplete. And now it's 4th down and ball game.
Educating and engaging the workforce of tomorrow today. Maine's largest technical high school. Welcome to United Technology Center. Check them out at utcforme.org or stop by their school at 200 Hogan Road for more information on one of their over 20 program offerings. They also offer adult education. That's UTC4me.org.
They must get a first down to keep things alive. Ilvenen rolls, throws long, overshoots his target, and it'll turn over to the Crusaders on downs. And that may do it for the Mariners here tonight. Pass was intended for Monroe, but it was well over him. Actually, Rhett McDonald was the closest to it.
Yeah, Ilvenen just airing it out there. Tough way to end the season for the Mariners. They are scoreless here with 3:34 left to go in the ball game. To have their season coming to an end, barring a miracle here in the waning moments of this one.
They'll have to use they've got 3 timeouts. I think they'll just have to call timeouts here to try to extend the game a little bit. Higgins and Brown, and curious to see who the setback is. Is it Mitchell again? No, it's going to be Brown. No, it is going to be St. Peter. And he's going to get around the corner, and he's going to get inside the 10-yard line. So Coach O'Connell goes away from Mitchell and goes to St. Peter right here.
Mitchell did come to the sideline with a bit of a limp during that last drive. A lot of players in the mix offensively for the Crusaders here tonight. Obviously, Mitchell has been one of the stars, kind of leading the way. Wilson Higgins, the veteran quarterback, has been very good here tonight, has the touchdown pass to McDonald, and now the Crusaders looking for more.
All right, they spot the ball at the 7-yard line. Handoff goes to St. Peter, and he is stood up by Harold. Tell you what, the linebacker, Matt Harold, a senior, has played a whale of a game on defense. He has been in on a lot of Mariner tackles.
Yeah, and it's been a frustrating night here for Oceanside, but great to see late in the game. Looks like they're going to take one on the chin, have their season come to an end, but they keep playing hard on both sides of the football.
I don't know. I would say they're not going to use. I'm looking at the scoreboard. That TOL over there, right, is
yes.
Timeouts left, 3 of them. I don't know, maybe second down, 11, and I think they used too much time there.
Yeah, I think there was some motion on Bapst.
5-yard penalty against the Crusaders there. I think what Bapst is trying to do, they're trying to milk every single second they can off the clock. And sometimes, particularly in the cold, I'm shivering up here. If I've got to try to hold my position on the line and not shiver, it just can't happen.
Be a lot of flags out there. A lot of flags in the booth. At Sport Clips, it's good to be a guy, featuring the MVP experience from stylists who know men's hairstyles. Check in online or just walk in Stillwater Avenue in Bangor.
All right, handoff goes to St. Peter, and he is stood up at about the 14-yard line and brought down there. Bapst doesn't care. Bapst just wants the clock to continue to roll, and we're going to hit the 2-minute mark of this game. They'll spot the ball at the 13-yard line. Crusaders scored on a Mitchell touchdown run with just over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and then 2 minutes into this fourth quarter, a 20-yard touchdown pass from Higgins to McDonald, and that's where we are here at 14-0. And meanwhile, the clock continues to roll here, and clearly Coach Drinkwater has decided not to spend those timeouts here down the stretch. All right, handoff goes to St. Peter, gets by one tackle, but can't get by the second one. And he's down at the 11-yard line. And it'll be third down. I'll tell you what, they can almost run out the clock with one more play, certainly 2 more plays. If they this is fourth down here, so
stay tuned for the post-game show after this one. We'll get you some highlights from this ball game between John Bapst and Oceanside. We'll check in on the scoreboard as well. Look ahead to next Friday nights on Friday Night Football. Friday Night Football brought to you by Danforth's Down Home Supermarket in Herman. It's a full-service supermarket complete with community pharmacy. It's locally owned and operated since 2007. Features a great deli and bakery. Danforth Supermarket, 2402 Route 2 in Herman. Looks like we got a timeout called here by
Coach
John
O'Connell.
Bapst.
Called that timeout. I think, again, he wanted to use every single second. I think he also is going to get in some of the other players to maybe run the fourth down play. Just 36 ticks of the clock left here. John Bapst is going to improve to 7-2. That's a heck of a season here, and probably, I don't know, we'll get an update on postgame. Probably MCI was ahead, right?
Yes.
Oh, it was the final. 34-6 MCI has beaten Old Town. So it looks like Bapst will head down to Pittsfield next Friday night, take on the Huskies of MCI.
That matchup, a possibility next week for us here on Friday Night Football, which is brought to you by the Old Town Rec Center. It's where recreation, education, and community come together. Located at 342 Bennick Road in Old Town, the Old Town Rec Center offers a number of great programs. Visit them at oldtownrec.com.
Victory formation here for the John Bapst Crusaders. Senior quarterback Wilson Higgins will take a knee, and they will give up the ball on downs, and Oceanside will take over here.
Players already shaking hands down there on the field. A lot of respect after this game here tonight. Hard fought, but John Bapst will prevail. They'll move on to the semifinal against MCI. Oceanside will finish up their season at 4-5 overall.
I will say one thing about this Oceanside team. They have a lot of juniors. Matt Spears, a junior. Aiden Monroe is a junior. Zach Healy's a junior. Almost their entire offensive line are underclassmen. So I think we'll hear from them again. All right, let's see what Ilvin and company does. Looks like they're just going to hand off and carry the ball up the middle. They got a big lineman there taking and carrying the ball one final time.
Held on to the football, lost his helmet, now spikes the football.
That's number 72, Caleb Burns.
Senior?
He's a senior. They list him as a tackle on offense and defense. That's probably a little reward for the big fella.
Might have been the biggest play of the night for the Mariners. Stumbling and rumbling upfield, big number 72.
Oceanside will not stop the clock, and that'll be the final play. I think 14 seconds and counting here. And let's see if they do try to get off one more play.
They got another big guy in the backfield there.
And they will get that off to him. That's number 56. And he hasn't been brought down yet. Running hard is going to be Jack Ewell. Now he's a freshman. If that's number 56, that's Jack Newell, a freshman. And the game ends right there on those two run plays. And so it has gone final here at the Winkin Complex. The John Bapst Crusaders have won the quarterfinals, and they're heading on to the semis against MCI. We'll come back with the post-game show next Friday night high school football on Ticket TV.
Welcome to the Danforth Plaza, located in the town of Herman, one of the fastest growing communities in Maine. The Danforth Plaza is convenient, friendly, and has everything you'll need in one location. So the next time you're in Herman, visit Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, your local family-owned and operated grocery store with an impressive fresh food department. Danforth Supermarket also offers a huge selection of local wines, fresh meats, seafood, and more. If it's on your list, it's on our shelves. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, located in the Danforth's Plaza, Herman.
Spotlight Cinemas is the place for great entertainment and exceptional value. Spotlight Cinemas features low concession prices, 7 all-digital screens, and stadium-style seating. Spotlight Cinemas, 6 Stillwater Avenue in Orono, your hometown movie theater.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess,